Hey there, Busy Bee here. I've done a decent amount of challenge runs on this game, and I've thought about doing a very specific run for a while now. Pokémon Infinite Fusion's Damageless. Now, I hear you.
Just use a Ghost Dark type with Wonder Guard, and you can do that super easy. Just level up to level 100 and sweep. That's not a challenge, that's easy.
Blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm not gonna do that. Instead, here's what I'm gonna do. I need to beat the entire game without getting damaged once, which means not only the champion, but gold as well. I need to beat the game with the level cap option enabled, and also no Wonder Guard. That's way too easy and a crutch I refuse to use. Also, I'm beating the game normally, meaning no random starters, no different region starters, just plain and simple. So with all that out of the way, let's begin. Time for the first major decision. What starter are we picking? Well, weirdly enough, I decided to pick Charmander, which is normally the worst Kanto starter, but I figured that the combo of Bulbasaur and Squirtle will be more of a defensive problem than offensive. I generally don't have a definitive answer to that though, I just have vibes. First rival fight, and well, my friend thinks it's 100% impossible and tried to convince me for months to not even try. Well, July 2nd, 2025, I give it a go and, well hey, it's not attacking me. Dang. We need to dodge getting damaged 4 to 5 times, which after 7 tries actually happens. Ha! Take that, Rye. My friends are assholes, but I love them. Anyway, you know the deal. Get Oka's parcel, get Pokeballs, and now we have to figure out what Mon we're gonna catch. Well, apparently Poliwag is obtainable past Viridian Forest, but we need to be able to even get past there first, and there's some unskippable trainers there. So we grind our Charmander up to the level cap on some safe Mons, ember our way through the masses, and wait for it to be nighttime. Yep, just waiting. And after some more waiting, we run to a fused Hoot Hoot Poliwag. You know what? I'll take it. Come here, Wet Wings. Let's get you all ready for the fight. We storm the gym, forget Sturdy exists, but go unpunished, and it's time for Brock. Brock is a bit tanky, even for Wet Wings, but we outspeed his entire team, so we use Hypnosis to put him to sleep. That way we can hopefully guarantee the knockout with Bubble, which is a good thing because Dignix only has attacking moves. That's 1 badge down, 15 to go. Woo! Now that we're done with the first gym, we have some preparations to do before the second one. Because as much as I love our little guys, they're not exactly water destroyers. So we talked to this old guy who's having problems with Oricorio, and he wants us to collect some flowers, which are here, here, and here. So we can get 2 out of 3 of them now and traverse Mount Moon for the rest. Good news on the way, we evolve our babies. But we do run into Team Rocket and have to Hypnosis stall our way past the scientists since Zen Headbutt isn't enough. That's fine though. We do that, get the Dome Fossil, and grab our final flower, obtaining ourselves Oricorio. This little guy will be pretty useful, considering I can change its type whenever I want to for different bosses. And its signature move, Revelation Dance, is perfect for that reason alone. Too bad to learn at such a high level, but future power, you know? Anyway, now that we have access to areas past Mount Moon, what Mon are we actually going to rely on for Misty? Well, the plan is to go get the... I guess the plan is to go back to Viridian Forest and look for Pichu. But only in the morning and afternoon. It's scared of the dark. Anyway, we catch our little Sparkster with a crit capture, evolve it, and get ready to take on the gym leader, Misty. She's already not going to plan, as Thundershock does 3/4 her health, but thankfully she only uses Sing and misses. Afterwards, she uses a Super Potion, and I'm able to shock her down 2 more turns. Realizing things are going wrong, I switch over to Wet Wings to land Hypnosis, and thankfully, she never wakes up as I 3-shot her with Body Slam. That's badge number 2. Sheesh, that was rough. No breaks for us, however, because it's time to fight Blue again. Since we beat Misty, our level cap increases a bit, meaning our Wet Wings has evolved once again and can clean up house no problem. And now, with our powerful mons, we're able to effortlessly make it through Nugget Bridge and all the way to Bill's house to get the SS tickets. And we can travel south to Vermilion City, where our next Pokemon is available. And it's kinda obvious, right? I'm hunting for the 5% Doug trio to obliterate Surge's team, which takes a bit, and I fail a couple encounters because of damage rolls, which, But eventually, we get our Trio de Danger. Funny enough, fused with a Diglett. And when evolved, oh my god! Okay. Look at all these crazy sprites! I'm gonna go with the Golem. Arceus almighty, what the heck? That craziness aside, we raid the SS and fight Blue again. We start out with Wet Wings and one-shot the Nidodo. Next we bring in Trio de Danger to take out Starbro with Sucker Punch. Next is the Warsaw, and we get a Magnitude 8 to obliterate it. And last is Manecate, so we switch back to Wet Wings that take it out. Harder than last time for sure to figure out, but hey, we did it. It's Surge time! This fight's a lot tougher than I thought. So, we need at least Magnitude 8 to guarantee a one-shot on the Voltbee, and on top of that, his next two mods have Quick Attack, so we gotta hope they don't use that first. So, my plan is once I get past the Voltbee, I'll bait an Electric-type move with Wet Wings while I put them to sleep. Sounds great, but the Piccolet and Rybuzz outspeed us. So, we gotta keep hoping it won't use Quick Attack, right? Wrong, because Rybuzz will always use Quick Attack since Electric-type moves won't work. So, I decide I'm getting out of here and going to Rock Tunnel. Why Rock Tunnel? Well, since I keep getting hit by Quick Attack, I'm going to fuse my Doug trio with a mon who can't get hit, Hone Edge. And after fusing them, I'm now immune to normal, fighting, and electric moves. Round 2, let's go. The first two mons are no problem, but we encounter a new one, Double Team. I can't land a damn hit. Eventually, I just use Swords Dance 3 times, so when I finally do land a hit, it's over. That was ridiculously hard. But now, a lot of the region has opened up, leaving us with many more options. Making our way out of Rock Tunnel, we make a beeline towards Lavender Town, evolving our mons in the process, and make our way up the tower to fight Blue. So first attempt, I didn't have a plan, so I used Night Slash with Trio de Danger, and it thankfully didn't attack and use Focus Energy, so we took it down. Next was Warsaw, and Sparkster finally proved itself and took it down in one shot. Next was Starbro, who got one shot with Night Slash, and finally Gyarados, who Sparkster obliterated. Good job, buddy. Maybe there's hope for you after all. So, Erica's the next gym leader we gotta deal with, but no worries. We have 3 entire mons who should be able to deal with her no problem. Let's focus on the new problem, Giovanni. So, the big strategy is making sure he uses Stockpile a bit with Arnix. That way we can take him down over time. Next is Honkan, who we had the speed creep just to be able to outspeed it in one shot. Finally is Ryras, who our starter takes care of with Flame Burst. We could have been screwed over heavily if Honkan used Sucker Punch or Arnix spammed Acid Spray, however, but, you know, it's over now. Time for Erica. She went as easy as expected. However, we still could have lost if her ace landed at Poison Powder, but oh well, easy sweep. Time to plan for Koga. I'm thinking Trio de Danger should be fine, but guess we'll find out, yeah? Alright, first 3 Pokemon are dealt with easily with Rock Slide and Flame Burst, but Chinook, did you know Toxic can hit underground? 'Cause I didn't! So I can guarantee not deal with Toxic for one turn, but my original plan of setup and dig isn't gonna work, so Magnitude it is. So I Swords Dance, knock off the Toxic with a berry, and get a lucky Magnitude 9 to one-shot. Honestly, expected that to take a few tries with my luck, but hey, we did it. Next is Blue, who I have no idea how that's gonna go, so to play it safe, I'm going to grab a fighting type to help out. And that's Hitmonlee, since, well, it hits harder than the rest of them. I also fused Raichu and Oricorio, because they kind of serve the same purpose. Anyway. Alright, first is Neogia, and I take it out with a Revelation Dance with Dancy Pants. Next is Toro, so I switch to Johnny with High Jump Kick. Starbug gets one-shot by the dance, and fourth is Electados, who I know I can't one-shot. But this fight goes really weird. I send in Wet Wings to sleep him, miss, and he goes for Screech. Then I put him to sleep and switch the Trio de Danger, and it wakes up turn 1. Are you serious? It actually can't damage me, which is something I forgot. So I take it down with multiple Rock Slides. Last is Warsaw, and one dig finishes it off. Alright, man, that was tough. Now for something much harder. Giovanni is a double battle, and there's no way I can take him out in 2 turns. So the name of the game is Stall. I got Destruction with Fly and a Lax Incense to maximize my evasion. I'll be doing some damage, but it'll be up to Blue to deal with Giovanni. Also, I don't care if he takes damage. He's not a part of the run. It takes several tries, but the winning run I was able to avoid whatever came at me until Sand Queen appeared. We can't stall her out because she has Sandstorm. So I switched to Trio de Danger, hoping I wouldn't be targeted, and she just spams Dig as Ryras and it goes down. That took an hour of my life. Well, we grab a Totodile from the head of Silphco, and now it's time to prepare for Sabrina. I took the train to Goldenrod City to get a Dust Stone for the trio, which unlocks its final form. Next, I equipped Wet Wings with Mystic Water to power up its Surfs, and finally transformed Fancy Pants into its Ghost-type form for super effective damage. Let's do this. We one-shot Hype Mime with Revelation Dance and switched the Wet Wings for Espeon. We need to put it to sleep to deal with it, so we land Hypnosis and take it out with a few Surfs. This would have been harder without Mystic Water. Third is Genkazam, and we obliterate it with Revelation Dance, as well as her last Mon, Alabro. Alright, 6 badges down, 2 to go. Think Trio and Wings can take Blaine? Good news! Glue Dash is a one-shot with Air Slash, and 9-9 is surfable, but Chardactyl outspeeds my entire team, so that's bad. We need to now figure out a Mon who can outspeed it and be able to obliterate it at the same time. So the plan is, go to Lavender Town, catch Ghastly, fuse it with Charizard, evolve it all the way to Gengar, make it a Giga Chad, and teach it Thunderbolt. And because I don't think that'll be enough, give it an Electric Gem for the Thunderbolt. Will this work? It better, or we're doomed! Alright, we blitzed the first 2 Mons the same way, and luckily my strategy worked and we one-shot the Chardactyl with Thunderbolt. Last is Magdon, who we surf, and even though it had a berry, we take it down in 1 shot. That's great, but we all know what's coming. Alright, so, this sucks ass. I've been at this for hours. My original plan was Rock Gem boosted Rock Slide from Johnny, who's my hardest hitter by far, but they have Charty Berry, which weakens my rock moves a ton. Alright, let's see how much Surf does with Mystic Water. Nope. Electric Gem boosted Discharge from Dancy Pants? Funny enough, it's a roll on 2 out of the 3 birds, but Zapdos is the problem. I need to hit it 2 more times to win. I could try to rely on flinch from Rock Slide to win, but that's really luck-based on an already not 100% accurate move. Crits and para from Discharge, more luck, or Dodge Chance, which, after the hell that was the Mimikyu run, I'd rather die than do Dodge Chance again. So, I'll check back in whenever something works. So I had an idea. Rock Slide with a King's Rock, which is hard to obtain, but whatever. And I fused Johnny with Kabutops to get Stab Rock to make it stronger. 40% chance to flinch, and I gotta do it to all 3 birds, or get really lucky and they don't attack. Let's see what happens. "20-ish tries later, and I get the triple flinch. Yes! No! No! Oh my god, it's an idiot! Oh my god! Yes! It's down! Get the hell out of here, Giovanni! I'm catching this bird and you can fuck off! Okay, I'm calm. Giovanni time. For the first time ever, he's a joke. We one-shot everything with Surf except for Rylax, but it just goes for a ground-type move on my bird. Okay, that's it. And all 8 gym badges are done. But something I realized before coming here is we still have an empty party slot. So I figure I'm gonna go hunt down a dragon and fairy type. So let's see. Ah, gotcha. I go get the free Eevee and evolve into a lovely Sylveon. And rumor has it there's a rampaging Tyrantrum in the basement of Goldenrod City's department store. For some reason. Oh. I got faked out. Oh. Plan B, beat up a nerd and take the fossil away. Alright, now we got Tyrantrum, and finally, our 16 member Barney the Dinosaur is with us. With this team of behemoths, nothing can stop us. Right? Alright, so this was fun. Dancy Pants one-shots Neo Geot and Blastoise with Thunderbolt, takes out Cute with a Fire Revelation Dance, and Starkazam with Thunderbolt. We switched the Wet Wings for Maghorn to get Surf down, and have Johnny Rock Slide Electados to death, even though we were intimidated. Our team is great! I think we're ready for the league. Here's our moveset before tackling it. You think we're ready? I do. Let's do this! Lorelei was as simple as switching between Dancy Pants and Johnny to guarantee a one-shot, because if you were wrong, you'd get hit. Pretty easy fight. Bruno was aggravating, because 4 out of his 5 Mons are a cakewalk, but his Steel Champ has Sturdy, meaning it's gonna tank a hit no matter what. So I have to rely on it missing a move, which trailed the danger, and it used Sandstorm after 10 tries. Huh. Well, alright, easy fight. Agatha has a similar problem to Bruno. We one-shot 3 out of 4 Mons with Shadow Ball from Destruction and close combat with Johnny, but there's the Snorgar. I don't have a way to one-shot him, so we put him to sleep with Hypnosis twice and take him out with Surfs with Wet Wings. It's still incredible to me a Noctowl fusion is the best member of our team. Barney was specifically made for Lance. One-shot Dragados with a Dragon Claw and the Togonite with Rockhead Head Smash. Switch to Dancy Pants to get off a required Electric Gem boosted Thunderbolt on Tyrandactyl. Then switch back to have Barney hit another required Dragon Fang boosted Dragon Claw on Porydra, and finish off Typhnair with another. Alright, champion time. This is the winning strategy I came up with after several tries. First is Neo Geot, so I used Johnny the Rock Slide to one-shot it. Next is Starkazam, so I sent in Destruction to use Shadow Ball to one-tap it. Next is Rhyhorder, so I send in the GOAT Wet Wings to surf it down. Next is Electabuzz, and this is when things get interesting. So I use Hypnosis to put it to sleep, since no one can one-shot it, and I spam Surf while it spams full restores. It eventually goes down, then comes Tautar, and I have to use the same strat to deal with him as well. Finally is Blastoise, who we switched the Dancy Pants to one-shot with Electric Gem Boost Thunderbolt, and just like that, we win. We have proven Pokemon Infinite Fusions is 100% beatable without taking any damage. However, I'm not done. There's post-game to tackle, and I already said I was going to do that. Plus, even if I didn't, I want to see if we can go all the way. So get ready for a boss rush. Whitney was a lot of fun. We effortlessly sweep her entire team all the way up to Chantank, that is, which unfortunately is way too tanky to one-shot. So, we bring out the secret weapon, Fissure. Yeah, take that, you stupid cow! No, not you, Whitney. Please stop crying. Oh, jeez, I'm so sorry. Kurt was similar to Whitney, but worse. First two Mons went down to a Revelation Dance, Yandra went down to a Dragon Claw, and Slowzor to a Thunderbolt. But Bliskel is a tanky bastard with Sturdy. So what I do? Spam Rock Slide. I just gotta hope it doesn't attack me, and that I can keep flinching. And shockingly, it worked first attempt with this strat. Wow! You'd think with all the counters to flying, this would be simple, but nah, it took planning. First is Zowl with a one-shot by Thunderbolt. Next is Marowkiss, who Wet Wing surfed down. Third is Grand Crow, who we one-shot with another Thunderbolt. Fourth is Scardoom, and we send in Johnny to one-shot it with close combat. And last is Ursa Geot, who we Rock Gem boosted Rock Slide down. Woo! Clara didn't go to plan. So I take out the Gyarados with Thunderbolt with Dancy Pants, Donair goes down to a Dragon Claw from Barney, and Glastraw with a Head Smash. Now here's where it gets weird. I use Ice Gem boosted Ice Punch with Destruction since it has low attack, and it lives! I thought I had the reset, but I used Dragon Dance. Why? Then it healed itself a lot and switched to Aerosard. What? So I finish it off with Flamethrower, and because now Gyarados is slower than me, it just dies. What just happened? Price was very specific to win. Electric Gem boosted Thunderbolt with Dancy Pants on Duking, Revelation Dance on Mammaldon, Close Combat with Johnny, Land Focus Blast twice in a row with Destruction on Improvile and Proboster. If any of those things don't happen, we don't win. Crazy. Oh, you thought Morty was next? Don't worry, we'll get to him. Chuck is a team effort 100%. Surf down to Kabuchamp with Wet Wings, Earthquake Flanape with Trio de Danger. Dragon Gem boosted Dragon Pulse with Destruction on the Lucagon, Thunderbolt the Polyape, and finally, Close Combat from Johnny on Hitmonlax. Fun fight! Just like Claire, Jasmine through! Scardrio goes down in a Revelation Dance. I use Hypnosis to sleep Aglix to start spamming Surf on it to take it out, but for some reason, it switches to Metadon. Alright, that's one worry gone. I finish off Aglix, Revelation Dance to Psysharp, and Close Combat the Magnetoise. Alright, now for the real problem. Okay, I'ma pause it right here. Do you see the problem? No. Well, you should, cause it's everything! Gnark outspeeds nearly my entire team without Scarf, Weavinja has a Focus Sash and Wonder Guard, with only a weakness to Fairy on top of Priority. Do you see why I didn't want to use that? That's cheese. Anyway, Cleft Tomb is whatever, but Snorlash is so tanky, and so is Hitmonwar. Wanna know the odds of winning? Here's the exact odds. I need a 30% flinch chance from Rock Slide on my Scarf Johnny to happen on my Gnark. Then I need to use Destruction to use a Ghost Gem boosted Shadow Ball on the Hitmonwar. Then pray that either A, Wet Wings never gets attacked by Weavinja, or B, my Lax Incense has it missed 1 to 2 times depending on the moves it does. Then I have to land a 33% chance Fissure on the Snorlax, cause it's so damn tanky, and finally, I can one-shot Cleft Tomb with Shadow Ball. See the problem I'm having? And no, having a better team does not help that much, because the Weavinja is still a massive problem. So, after trying over and over and over again, we got this run where the odds weren't even perfect, but the AI screwed up enough to make it so I didn't have to worry about full restores. And Snorlash used Swords Dance, give me a second chance to win. That's all 16 gyms, and the level cap is now max. Time for the true Elite Four. It's Trio the Dangers, time to shine against Blue. First is Architar, and the sand is set up the entire fight. I hit Earthquake and it goes down. Same for the next 2 mons. Fourth is Crogiot, and I one-shot it with Rock Slide, and last is Aged Dactyl. I use Rock Slide for half, and it uses Dragon Dance. I use Steel Wing next, but miss thanks to Lax Incense. And I just spam Sucker Punch till it finally goes down. 3 to go. Cynthia time. Barney has a Choice Band equipped, so my Dragon Claw one-shots Poritomb and Rosecore. I switch in Johnny to Rock Slide Togepi down, and Trio the Dangers Earthquakes Million. Last is Vapor Champ, and I switch back to Barney for the one-shot with Giga Impact. 2 left. Remember the frustration with the birds? Well, it's time for that again! Also, the Infinite Fusions wiki doesn't have the moveset for these bastards, so here you go, you're welcome. Anyway, thankfully this only takes 30 minutes before the odds bless me, and I finish them all off with an Earthquake. 1 remains. Alright, gold. First is Sudokle. I use Rock Slide to flinch it. Then as it full restores, I use Earthquake to weaken it, then finish it off with another slide. Next is Dragados, and I switch in Destruction to hit it with a Dragon Fang boosted Dragon Pulse. Third is Typhoon, who gets obliterated by Choice Band Earthquake from Barney. Fourth is Togurion, so I bring in Johnny, hoping close combat is enough, but it barely isn't. But Hustle kicks in, and it missed Body Slam. We take it down. Woo! Fifth is Farrakoo, and I one-shot it with Earthquake. And last is Megatay, who somehow survives an Earthquake, but goes for Solar Beam like a fool. Then, it's over and 1 more Earthquake. I have proven it's 1000% possible to beat Pokemon Infinite Fusions without taking damage. Looking back on this run, I've learned a lot about strategy. Like, damn, this is what competitive players deal with all the time? Sign me up, I got the rush. Mariomon, you're next on my list. But back to Infinite Fusions. This game is so much fun. And yes, I can probably hear a lot of you. Why would I stick with a Noctowl, Dugtrio, Raichu, Politoed, and Oricorio of all mons for the entire run? Because it was a lot of fun. Sure, I could have used more powerful mons and caught all the legends possible, but it wouldn't be as exciting and brain-taxing to figure out. Heck, that's why I banned Wonder Guard and put on a level cap to tax my brain. Also, to everyone who's worked on this game, thank you. Thank you so much for creating one of my favorite Pokemon games of all time. Thank you for putting so much time and effort into such a masterpiece. Thank you all for watching my content, and when that sequel drops, expect some runs of that. Damageless, Magikarp, all of them. But until then, please like, comment, and subscribe. It means a lot to me. This has been Busy Bee. Peace!